I want to talk to you today about the power of gratitude. And gratitude is one of happiness researcher Sean Akers' top 5 happiness habits. And it's a practice that I implemented years ago. I had heard Oprah talk for years about the power of gratitude and keeping a gratitude journal and how that shifted things in her life. Then in 2010, I traveled to Sedona and I was told about this book, The Hidden Messages of Water by Dr. Emoto Mizuru. And what Dr. Emoto discovered was he took water bottles. Okay. And what he was experimenting with is the power of words and the power of our thoughts upon physical objects. And he took a water bottle and he wrote the word full on one water bottle, or hate, or any other kind of low vibrational, ugly words. And then on the other water bottle, he wrote positive words like gratitude, love, kindness, compassion. And he froze those water bottles and he took those ice crystals after they were frozen and had those words on them for like 7 days. And he studied the ice crystals under a microscope. And what he confirmed was miraculous. He studied the ice crystals that came from the water bottles that had the words love, positive, compassion on them. And he studied the water crystals that came from the darker words like ugly and full and hatred. And what he found was the positive words created the most beautiful, crystal-like snowflakes under the microscope. And the water crystals with the ugly words had very dark, mal-shapen, misformed ice crystals. And we've all heard that analogy, right? Like if you talk to plants, they flourish. It's so very true because our words and our thoughts, they carry a vibrational frequency. And what we know is that when you begin to study and practice gratitude, you become a deliberate attractor of a positive vibration. And what we know is like gratitude, love, and appreciation, they emit the highest frequency. And so as more of our thoughts become positive, you begin to attract more positive people, more opportunities, better circumstances in your life. And what we imagine in our mind is what becomes reality in our world. And so I want to just remind you that taking the time to practice gratitude and learning how it can shape the rest of our life is so important. And so I have hours and hours worth of content on like, how do we really start to kind of play with this energy? How do we take the atoms in our body? Because let's be honest, our body is made up of 60% water. So if it can do that to a water bottle, imagine what learning to reframe our thoughts and shift towards a positive mindset can do with our own life. And so I have all kinds of strategies and tools up my sleeve when it comes to how do we create an abundant mindset in our life? How do we create more money in our life? How do we create more meaningful experiences in our life? How do we create better relationships? How do we really begin to level up in our life so that we have abundance and prosperity and possibility all around us? That is the piece that I love teaching. And we have a video module that contains our lessons for how do you create an abundant mindset.